Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So as you could probably guess, I'm a big fan of Peter Schiff. That's where I get my jingle from. The Peter Schiff Show. I started watching him at the beginning of the Brexit discussions, 2015, 2016. And I gave his show a little bit of a nickname. When the jingle would come on, it sounded a lot like the Peter Shit Show. And because he talks so much shit about the economy, I called his show the Peter Shit Show. Now, the jingle has become a source of joy for me, for not just the Peter Shit Show, but things would happen in the economy, right? So at the beginning of my time watching him, precious metals was crashing a lot in the mid 20 teens, and I was buying a lot. And I would tune into his show, and he would give me a lot of encouragement to buy more. I bought a lot of mining stocks. I bought a lot of silver and platinum. Didn't get into gold, unfortunately. I looked, and the ratio of silver and platinum were so cheap relative to. I didn't realize they could go even cheaper. But that's okay. I think they're catching up now. But I bought a lot of silver and platinum, and then I would tune into his show, and he would give me a lot of encouragement to buy more. I did buy a lot of junior gold mining stocks of GDXJ, and they're doing pretty good now. So I'm glad. I did that. But and then something would happen, right? Pandemic would break out, or war would break out. I distinctly remember that first day of the pandemic. I thought some people were overreacting. Some of my favorite places had closed, and I spent the whole day looking at what hadn't closed yet. And to my dismay, everybody started following suit. I was so disappointed. And I went home and turned on my computer, and the first thing I heard was bum, 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 bum. And it was so normal. Even though the whole world was going to shit, all my favorite places were closing, I could still hear bum, 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 bum. And also, I still remember one other event from that day. I had looked up in the sky. Mars and Jupiter came into conjunction on March 19th of 2020. And I took a few photographs of that. It was consistent. It was just like the last time Mars and Jupiter had come into conjunction a few years earlier, before before I even knew about the concept of a pandemic. And it just felt really good to have that consistency. War had broken out in Ukraine, and that was a tough one for me. And to add insult to injury, the first picture I saw was the Ukrainians had fled to Poland, and they had gone to the downtown Warsaw train station, and the families had left baby strollers at the station. And that image hit me hard, because I had broken up with a Polish girl over her wanting children. And so when I saw that, it reminded me of all the children I didn't have. And so that image really hit me hard. It was just a coincidence. It also hit me hard in another way, because the last time I was there, I had so much fun, and now it has become war has what was a fun place has now become a solemn place. And I turned on the Peter Schiff show to hear his perspective of it. But before I could hear that, bum 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 bum, and it just made the whole thing disappear. Whether it's good news, bad news, hearing it always gives me a sense of belonging. It's a good gold buying opportunity. Bum, 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 bum. Wars breaking out. Bum, 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 bum. This gives me a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling of normalcy. The war had broken out, and the last time I had gone to Poland, I had a really good time at Gdansk Bay. Such a good time that I took a rock home from the beach, and I dug out the rock from my suitcase. I gave the rock a little bit of a nickname. I called it polonium because it came from Poland. And I took it to. I was working at a tutoring center. I took it to the office. We had a fish aquarium, and I rinsed off the rock and I placed it in the fish aquarium. I told the students and my colleagues the history behind that rock, and how things can turn on a dime, right? My favorite vacation destination now plays host to all the events, right? And it's just my luck, the following week, of two fish from that aquarium died, and my coworker joked that the rock contained real polonium, and and then I go home and turn on the news, bum 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 bum, and it just made all the drama. Just the fish in the aquarium dying, the war breaking out, inflation. No more buying opportunities for gold. Right? Russia was hoarding gold. We were trying to cancel out Russia's gold so they couldn't use it for the war efforts. When I turned on the bum 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 bum, it just made all of that disappear. Similarly, when I'm having a bad day at work, my work doesn't go right, my boss yells at me, and then I get ghosted by somebody, or something happens, or I try to go to the school carnival, I can't ride the rides alone, and I come on the air and I sing bum 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 bum, the Peter Dislike Show. It kind of makes all of that disappear for just that moment. Right, and that's the essence of the bum 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 song, right? It either makes bad things disappear, or it's to cheer for something good, right? A buying opportunity in the precious metals, right? A date that went really well, right? You could cheer that by singing bum bum bum. Right? It serves both of those purposes, right? It's kind of like, I don't know, it's just a way to make things disappear or to celebrate things, right? Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.